All right.
Ingrid?
Lou?
Lulu? Hi, gang. So I'm going to run with the ball here to start with, but Ingrid is going to lead us off. First of all, welcome to the Ingrid and Lou show. We're delighted to have you here. We've been processing stuff, and everyone's processing stuff all day long, my friends. So we're ripe. We're like ripe fruit on the vine at this point. And Ingrid's going to do a beautiful grounding for us, and then I'll do a prayer, and we'll take it from there. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Thank you, Lou.
Thanks.
Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly, or you'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect to divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pull again in the root chakra and exhale into your root chakra. All right, Lou, over to you, my love.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. God bless you. So let's take another deep breath. Beautiful. So, Father, Mother God, indwelling Holy Presence, want to say a prayer today for the children of the earth and for the youth of this time who are going through such unprecedented changes and challenges. There has never been a time when the future has suddenly seemed so uncertain, and we are all being asked to search our hearts as parents, as grandparents, as uncles and aunts, as friends and neighbors to these young ones. And we truly want to be of joyous service to help them and to support them and to help them to know and support their own spiritual unfoldment, to listen to, trust, and follow the loving guidance of their heart, to accept responsibility for their choices and to forgive and be forgiven when they make mistakes, as we all do and all will. And Father, Mother God, to trust that beautiful music that their soul and spirit have brought them into this world to sing and to play and to share with all of us, to support them to know that they're safe, loved, and cared for and cared about, and that they matter to humanity, they matter to the earth, and they matter to the future of this planet. We want to honor them and know that they are equal to these challenging and fertile times, and they are well able to show us the next step on our journey as well as their own. We love them. We see them as our equal. We give thanks for them. We put them in your care and keeping, Father, Mother God, once again, and we know that all is well. We let it be, and so it is. Together we say, Amen.
Amen. That was gorgeous, Lou. Thank you.
Yeah. You're very welcome. So Ingrid's given me a license here to run with the ball a little bit today, which is great. As I was sharing with her, I've had many conversations with many other brilliant people today. So I've had a few thoughts bubble up from all of that. Um, as I was saying in the prayer there, it is a huge challenge for everyone to navigate and visualize and work towards a sense of a future that works for all of us in all of these unknowns. And in my heart of hearts, I believe that we've all asked for this and we've prepared for this. I also believe that the next few months, as we climb the hill towards the summer solstice on the galactic center, is going to be a very powerful time for everyone on the earth. And I just want to talk about the truth and our willingness and ability to search for the truth in every human heart, and that this is probably the most subjective moment of our lives, when so much is unknown and unproven and undecided and unclear. We're really given this dark and murky space suddenly to begin to shine our own light into it. So that's what I'm sitting with here today, is how to keep clearing and cleaning my own side of the glass and keep coming back to peace, love, joy, happiness, gratitude, that life is a gift even in challenging times, and how people like us can be of good use to the world and of good service to everyone, and how we can help people feel inspired to take the next steps on their spiritual journey, which may be similar to ours, but it's not going to be the same.
What I was really feeling as you were talking, Lou, that was beautiful, is learning how to trust yourself in each moment. That's to me is the big gift that we're receiving, that we're being given during this very tumultuous time. And your prayer focusing on the children, to me, felt so profound and so apropos for what you followed up with, is really coming to understand ourselves and learning to trust ourselves. When we, around the spring solstice, when we popped into this new paradigm, when we popped right in, one of the things I got so strongly was the children are going to benefit hugely from this new energy, and that the children born after the paradigm shift, it's going to be a totally different ball game. But even the children now, so the children we have now, because we have this time of reflection, this time to go in and keep your side of the window clean, as you say, and learn to trust ourselves in the moment, just in the moment. That's what Spirit says to me. Only this moment. You only have to trust yourself this moment. You don't have to worry about the past or the future. It's only this moment. Just trust yourself in the moment. Our children are going to learn this in a way that we never did as children.
Yes.
What we're seeing. That's how this is going to hugely benefit them.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I think you've said a lot there, Hun, because the quote from Abraham today was, you wait for tomorrow to come, and when it comes, it's today. So tomorrow, really never comes in that way. Cute. Lazarus has a nice one. They say, it's now, here, or it's nowhere, And of course, the great Ram Dass, who just left us recently after many decades on this planet, his earth-shaking book that he brought back, wrote in India after his experience, was called "Be Here Now." And it is, and this is Zen, this is mindfulness, this is every meditative practice. Keep coming into the present moment and open to it, be with it, surrender to it, sit with it. These kinds of ideas.
Yeah, I just started this morning meditation practice. There's this beautiful tree off of my porch, and I put my chair right up to it, and then for the duration of my cup of tea, I would look at the tree and just be really present with the tree.
Right.
The best way I can describe it as I sink into that state of presence is excruciating pleasure. True.
That's a very Ingrid term of you, my friend. I like that.
Pleasure, but that's just it. I mean, there is nothing but the present moment. And if that's not where we're being slammed into all the time now,
Yeah.
I don't know what is. But what a gift. And it is excruciating. That moment from that shift from the mind into the body and into presence. There's this split second of, I can't do this. Oh, and then you're in a total pleasure state. I mean, the gift of the moment, sensuality. Oh my Lord. That's why I associate the sacral chakra with presence, because it's associated with sensuality. And that's where we find that sensuality. It's when we get so, that's just it. I mean, there is nothing. I heard that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to share our page with another page here. Go on.
No, I think I'm done. I think that was it. Yeah. Wrapped it up for now.
Well, you were just getting exciting, getting all sexy and everything.
It is. The present moment is sexy. Present moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I can repair that lapse in protocol and decorum. Yeah, honey. No, it is. Lazarus, I've shared this many times. Lazarus says your sexuality, your emotion, and your spirituality are inseparably connected at your depth. And like we're talking about surrender into the presence, this is all of that. Is an opening up and a surrendering and becoming vulnerable, becoming available, becoming intimate.
That I was just going to say, intimacy. Intimacy is found in the presence. True intimacy. Intimacy is not sex or holding hands or even conversation. Conversation, most of the time when we're having a conversation, we're bouncing around out here 2 steps ahead about what we're going to say in response to, but just getting present and even silent. That is intimacy. That is the bonding with the whole world. That's when, when you get into presence, that's when you feel what they talk about, how that oneness.
Yes.
I feel feeling at one with the world. You can't, we can intellectualize that all day long, but you only feel it and understand it when you get present. And it's so funny for how pleasurable and delicious presence is. We sure do have a hard time staying there. I have this theory that it's because we think we don't deserve it.
Bless you. I'm sure that's part of it, hon. I raised my hand about all that. We all struggle about these issues, but what came to my mind when you said that was about the courage it takes to remain vulnerable. Mm-hmm. You and I know as channels, we get to practice our vulnerability, on a daily basis, working with people and groups. And it's like, we know this is where we come alive. This is where the joy and the magic and the love and the insight and the wisdom and the passion flow, mm-hmm. And as you say, most of the world, most of the time is programmed to protect themselves against that. Mm-hmm. Or be extremely circumspect and deliberate about when and if and how they open that part of themselves up. Whereas, my guides say teachers, artists, and healers, we all are channels for spirit, and we get into that state by being vulnerable and sustaining intimacy.
Yes, I think that's true. But I kind of want to call myself out here. I don't feel like channels are exempt from hiding from intimacy.
No.
Something that can happen, is we can see other people so they become intimate with us, but we're not really being intimate with them.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm okay with that little part of the sentence, but the rest of it I'm okay with, Okay.
Well, let's dissect that a little bit. Let's get into that. It's a point of interest for me. It feels very open and vulnerable when we're channeling.
Yes.
I feel like I'm wide open when I'm channeling for somebody. I have just so much love for this person's spirit, for this person's being, their soul. I don't care who you are, like nothing that you've done or your past, none of that matters. It's just this ultimate delicious connection with the person who I'm channeling for. Yeah. But I can see also where we could bypass our own.
Oh, sure. Oh, God.
Yeah. Vulnerability in that process.
Right around it, I'm not going there right now, Spirit. No. Yeah. I'm lovely. It's about them right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But even saying that, honey, it's so great to chat about this with you. Even saying that, of course, we know where we're hiding from ourselves, and we know that spirit knows we have no secrets. Everything's an open book to our guides.
Yeah. And the other thing is, and the thing that I love about being on a spiritual path and really committed to spirit, and also the thing that I don't love about it is you can't get away with shit. Like, you can talk yourself out of like, vulnerability, or you can talk yourself out of any kind of insecurity, but it won't take long before circumstances come around and smash that story. Oh, hello. It's like,
you remember this that you've been denying? Well, here it is.
And so the gift in that is, for me, I learned to self-regulate quite well, because I don't love the ego smashes that come from spirit.
Bless you.
I'd rather get there sooner, as opposed to kind of build up this story about myself and my blind, like my blind spots in my head, and have divine spirit come and smash those for me with so much love and so much pain. It's just like, oh, okay.
Sure, baby. I don't know what you're talking about, really. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah, right.
What was I going to say here? I mean, it's so the choice is humility versus humiliation, and that's the way my guides put it to me. So humiliation is, we tried to tell you, we've been whispering, you haven't listened, it gets louder, you're not paying attention, boom, there you go. Versus, hey, here's my stuff. Let's dance with that.
Yes.
But yeah, we're all human, so we all have our strengths and weaknesses, our hopes and fears. And the great thing again about the channeling work, is that it keeps helping us feel what it's like to be our best self and our truest self and our higher self.
So true, Lou, because we have to consciously, my experience, I'm sure this is yours, you have to consciously lift your vibration.
Oh yeah.
Expand your vibration outside of your normal zone, outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, for me, it just feels like I consciously open up to it.
Sure. Me too.
And that's why it can sometimes be exhausting, because we're holding that space. And it's why, for me, I believe that's why I don't walk out the street and necessarily see a whole bunch of stuff happening, because like I open it and close it. I know some people do experience that, just bombardment.
Right.
For me, it's more like a faucet. There's always a little bit of a leak, but
Yes.
I can really turn it on, or I can turn it way down. Is that
sure. Because what? Sorry?
Is that your experience?
Yes. Yeah. You can turn it up or turn it down. I mean, that's essential. Boundaries, balance, discernment, detachment, being grounded. Like you're so good at practicing and sharing with everyone. Feeling peaceful. For me, that's my grounding. No, it's true. We do have to have a center and a foundation in order to be able to step off of it, and the higher we want to go, the more grounded we need to be. It's because otherwise we're just lost in the mind and the world of effects all the time. And that's where the chaos is right now. So it's, my housemate and I have been saying, whatever work we've done up until this moment in our lives, that's what we're able to really draw from to help us get through these challenging times. Yeah. And I do feel that things are getting a bit more stable, honestly, here in Ireland, emotionally for people. How is the lay of the land for people in the States at the moment? Emotionally?
Just feeling into it. Now, I don't watch the news a whole lot. Yeah. I don't ever watch the news. I only Google the news like once a week. I can't do it, man.
Okay, all right, just a little though, not much.
Because I full of a lot of positivity is probably not a great barometer for what's actually going on. So I'm going to take a minute and feel into the energy of sort of where I'm at. Yeah. And I'm actually feeling sort of divided, not necessarily opposition. I'm feeling divided in terms of some people are really feeling I feel a heart opening for a good portion of people, like maybe half of people where I am, who are ready to step up and step out and create a new world. They're
Yeah.
creating a world, get back to what they're doing. They're feeling secure. They're feeling like it's going to be okay. They're through the worst of their fear.
Yes.
The other side is the other part I'm feeling is sort of, I feel I'm digging for diamonds.
Yeah.
Like digging for diamonds is what I'm getting. People are feeling less secure, but it almost feels like they're trying to feel less secure. It feels like the energy is really lightened, and some people are really sort of like hanging on to some insecurity and some fear and tightness, like it's sort of tightness and heaviness, like a rock, like a rock with sharp edges is what it feels like to me. People are hanging on to that, but they're really not going to be able to hang on to that for too much longer. It feels like we really are moving out of the most intense of the fearful energy.
Yes.
So I'm really feeling that too. And I love what I'm feeling in the heart. People are really ready. And I'm feeling in my throat. This is something that I got from Spirit earlier today. It's like Spirit is saying to us, please start speaking. Please start speaking. Please start speaking your truth. We're feeling it in our heart. We have to start speaking up. No matter what that truth is for us. And the thing to remember is truth is subjective. We think truth is absolute. It's just not, because we are all living in our own reality and creating our own reality. So your truth is your truth. And if you want to create the reality that you want, we have to speak what's in our heart. We have to speak our truth, because the throat chakra, the heart chakra is where the truth lies. It's our divine essence we're here to emit, and it needs to come out and take form through the energies of the throat chakra. So if we don't start that form by communicating what is in our heart, we don't create the reality we want. We're still creating a reality, but we're at the mercy of the battering energies around us, like other people's perceptions and ideas. We have to start speaking our truth. So that's what Spirit says to me. It says, please start speaking now. Now is the time to start speaking what's in our heart. And this can be really hard for people who are very conditioned to keep quiet, sit down, be quiet, don't rock the boat. And people who have a lot of family conditioning and cultural conditioning, tribal conditioning. This has been a really tough period for people. And it's going to continue to be a tough period for people with a lot of conditioning if they don't understand that that's what they need to let go of. And it may take some time, for quite a long time, but those ties are being severed bit by bit, one by one. They're getting sliced, and there's a lot of them for a lot of people, but that's the paradigm shift. And that's why, just taking it full circle, coming back to our children, that's why our children are so going to benefit from this big energy and the work that the adults are doing to dismantle that conditioning. And I think that as I'm feeling into it, I feel that's maybe the rock that I was feeling. It's like we're hanging on. We're hanging on to our conditioning, because our conditioning, even if we don't like it, even if it holds us back, it feels safe. It's what we always know. These tribal ties, these tribal bonds, there's community and there's tribe. And I'm really getting the difference between the tribal bond, like tight-knit, tight tribal type, family. Like, this is our family, this is how we do it in our family. And I'm not bagging our families. Our families, they keep us safe. They're wonderful. They teach us. They're everything that we need, especially early in life. But there can be a tendency to inadvertently hold each other back within a tribal unit like that, because less us safe. You need your tribal ties, and we have to cut those and create a community which lifts people up, as opposed to a tribe which ties people down. Does that make sense?
Well, yes, that's. I'll go with most of that. That was very well said. I think there are strengths and weaknesses in both systems.
Oh yeah.
As you're saying, and tribe is blood, and community is more often in the modern world through your economic status and your racial status and your relationships and these kinds of things. But to me, again, as I said, this is clash of the paradigms, which is these two thought systems need to learn how to, and are in the process of learning how to, coexist together, as you're saying, honey, in order to create a future that is sustainable and practical, and where humanity is, walks on the earth in reverence and respect, and the women and the men are treated as equal members of the tribe with an equal voice, like you're saying. Hallelujah to that. And I love what you're saying about, yes, we need to give voice to it. I mean, you and I generally work with mostly women, and mostly it's women that are on the spiritual path. And, as I've said, a lot of the work that I do with women is about healing issues around anger and self-worth. Mm-hmm. And, I often say, sing, chant, shout, whatever you can do, tone, to open that throat chakra. And then when you need your voice, it will be there and you can work with it. You can draw on it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Throat chakra is there are few women who I connect with who do not have work to do on the throat chakra.
Sure. Because women have been intimidated about not using their voices.
Yes.
But it's that time now where humanity needs to hear the voice of the Divine Mother through the women, mm-hmm. and needs to, like we've said, reconnect with the heart and honor our emotions and our perceptions. I love what you were saying there. I've said the same thing. This is the most subjective time we've ever lived in this world, because everything is so unknown and everything really depends on us figuring out the truth personally and then sharing that as we're inspired to do so, as you're saying, with our tribe and with our community, mm-hmm. in hopes of helping people to wake up from this programming and this disempowerment, this victim consciousness that's been brainwashed into the world.
Yeah. Everything's changing, and it's an amazing time to be alive.
Yeah. And so just coming back again to the kids, your beautiful son and Joanne's kids, who I've connected with and loved and admired for their gifts and their abilities, etc. There are some amazing people on the planet right now that just happen to be young people, and they're still in the process of figuring out how to be themselves in the world, like we all are every day. And but they have this vision of the future of what's possible that I think many people who are older have just given up the belief that things can be better or mm-hmm. can be, that the world can live in peace and harmony. And I know these kids know that it's absolutely their destiny and ours as well if we go for it.
Absolutely. Man, the children born after this paradigm shift, so sort of from spring equinox on, what Spirit told me is they're going to take us home. Those are the children. Those are the souls born who are going to embody this new paradigm in a way that those of us born beforehand simply cannot. We can experience it and be a part of it. We can be pioneers. But immigrating to a new world, you're not part of that new world. But when you're born there, you are part of that world.
Sure. That's well said. That's very well said. So, we want to, do our own spiritual work, of course, every day, and then working with Spirit as channels and guides. We're writing stuff, we're channeling stuff, we're sharing ideas, etc. And like we're saying here, we're wanting everyone to feel that we all have an equal voice and an equal vote in terms of what the future looks like and how we get there. So it is such an important time for everyone to speak their truth.
Yes. That's it. That's it right there. Speak your truth.
Yo, mama.
Very
good. Are we there? Have we arrived?
I think we're there. I feel good. I feel complete. I adore you.
Thank you, hon.
This has been so fun. You want to tell people where they can find you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Loving you too. So folks, you can find me at loumartin.org or on Facebook at Lightheart 2012, or the group that I host there is called Awakened Spirits Network on Facebook. And that's also the title of my YouTube channel. So those are easy ways to find me. And I've got a couple ebooks, and I'm on morning prayers on my Lightheart 2012 homepage, Monday through Thursday from 9 till about 10 a.m. UK time.
Brilliant. And you can find me. My website is ingridhturner.com. My Facebook, you can look for Ingrid H. Turner, and feel free to find me there. I try and go live most days with messages from Spirit, and sometimes I'll do some really weird stuff. I'll be out and about, and I'll pop open my phone and channel something strange I find along the way. So it's always a fun time. You never know what's going to happen. I'm a very spontaneous creature, and
I did one from a graveyard, sweetie, which I liked, Joe.
Yes. I channeled Henry.
Henry.
Little Henry. Yeah, he was or something when he passed in mid 1800s. And then
Sorry.
yeah, those are the two best places to find me nowadays.
Excellent. Excellent. And Bava Spiritual Mission?
Bava Spiritual Mission, it's our not-for-profit organization. This is where we teach people how to do what we do. So if you're interested in channeling spiritual work, spirituality, building a life living in partnership with spirit, go through our ministry program, and we will show you how to do that and help you build the platform to take your sweet self out there. Speak your truth.
That's it. That's it. Yes. Amen, sister. Thank you.
Amen, brother. All right. You. Love you madly. Thank you.
All right, sweetie. Talk to you soon. Peace.